The Bible says that this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So this is the day that God has made, and today is a very, very important day. Don't worry, it's not my wife's birthday. That one has passed, but it is a very, very important day today, because this is ultimately the day that the Lord has made. God has made this particular day. And I believe that in the next couple of moments, you're going to have a lot of reason, I believe, to rejoice. Because maybe you're going through something, maybe you're going through a hard time, maybe you're going through a tough time, maybe you're going through something that is not so nice. And sometimes, like you all well know, when you go through those things, sometimes you don't feel like rejoicing. But we are instructed to walk by faith and not by sight. And faith is not you aiming at something that does not exist. Even though you cannot physically see it, it does not mean that it's not really there. Faith is actually putting your belief in something that you can be truly confident in, because what is unseen is essentially more real than what is seen. Paul says, do not fix your eyes on what is seen, but what is unseen, because what is seen is only temporary. What we're seeing is only temporary, but what is unseen is essentially eternal moving forward. I remember hearing a mentor one time who said this. He said, when you don't physically at present moment see physically what you've seen privately, that means that what you are seeing at present moment is only temporary. Because what God has shown you in private will come to pass. So just because you're not seeing that right now physically does not mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that what you are facing right now is only but temporary. So that leads to a couple of points, and I do believe that I've shared these with you guys before, but I'll just quickly share it again, briefly go through it, and then kind of build from that. So we're going to kind of build like this cool little structure together this morning. However, before we get into that, there are two very dangerous people on planet Earth. These are very, very dangerous individuals. The first individual is somebody who is passionate and believes wholeheartedly in the wrong information. That is a very dangerous individual. Which, by the way, also means that the opposite is true. A very powerful individual is someone who is fully convinced and also passionate and zealous about the right information. Again, Jesus said these words. He said that you shall know the truth, and the truth will ultimately set you free. And to give you, I think, a great example in the New Testament is the example of Saul, who became Paul. So this man received a new name from Jesus. Initially, he was very, very passionate about the wrong information. His passion was very, very misguided, very misdirected. And then what happened was he had a road to Damascus experience where he encountered Jesus Christ, and his entire life was transformed and changed. And then this guy, who was a very dangerous individual, became a very powerful individual, which God had used mightily in the land moving forward, because there was a shift in focus that took place. So another very dangerous individual is a person who is unreflective. Someone who does not really reflect about certain things that happen within their lives, right? I believe also very firmly that our past should never be a prison, but rather a school. Our past should not be a dungeon, but rather a university that we can learn from and grow from moving forward. Again, your past is only dead except for your past is dead except for the life that you ultimately give it.